I wanted to undertake my PhD as part of the Crossroads project in the Sainsbury Research Unit because it was a brand new project and I saw this as a really good opportunity to use my knowledge and expertise from my master's degree, which was in geographical information systems, to look at this new area and in particular use field survey and remote sensing satellite imagery to look at the landscape and the patterns within it. The satellite imagery is taken from space and it gives us a full outlook of the landscape in the region. You can look at this through Google Earth, but I download imagery from the USGS, which is the United States Geological Survey, to look at the individual aspects of the landscapes, such as the geomorphology, the vegetation, and this really sets the scene for every pinpoint that I've made of the settlements within the landscape. The questions I look at specifically are ways in which settlement patterns occur. Do settlements cluster together? Are settlements small? Are they large? And why are they small and large? And what types of people and how many people were living in these settlements? And I also look at the material culture patterning on the ground. So the pottery often is either dense or dispersed throughout different sites. The most important object for me throughout the Crossroads project has been the handheld GPS. This has been important because it's enabled me to locate and pinpoint geographically every single site and artefact that we have found in the field in Benin. This is useful because I can integrate it into a geographical information system which has different layers of geographic information, including satellite imagery that we've downloaded, and this locates all the settlements in the landscape. I started off doing a desk-based study using some satellite imagery that we obtained through the project, and then I spent 2 field seasons in Benin, so around 3 months, looking at the landscape myself and using other people from the university in Benin and the local villages to help me walk through the landscape and investigate the different settlements that we see there. I've actually found hundreds of sites, which was very surprising for me because having worked in archaeology in the UK, you rarely see an archaeological site from just walking around. You usually have to excavate first to discover it, but in Benin, wherever you walk there appears to be a site. And I found this field season over 300 sites, and the previous field season where I did less survey, I found over 100 sites. This type of analysis can definitely be applied to other parts of West Africa, especially places where you're unable to go to, for example, Mali. Imagery such as Google Earth could be used to look at the landscape beforehand, and there is an opportunity to identify archaeological sites in these landscapes. It's also useful in places where there's war zones, such as Syria, where there are many archaeological sites, but obviously archaeologists can't go there to look at the sites, so they can look on satellite imagery to see where they are and if there's any destruction that's been taking place there, which is really important to protect the heritage of these areas.